My grandmother used to have a saying that what doesn't come out in the wash comes out in the rinse. And what that really means is, you might be getting away with something right now, but eventually it's going to come out. And right now, somebody else has come forward and said that Shannon Sharpe settled a lawsuit with them for hundreds of thousands of dollars for choking them. And it's another woman. And I guess he choked this woman at work. And the report never came out. But with this situation that Shannon Sharpe is going through right now, if you don't know what he's going through, he's fighting a $50 million lawsuit for a RAPE with a 19-year-old for sleeping with a 19-year-old. And she said that it was a consensual relationship until one night that she didn't want to sleep with Shannon. And she asked him to put a condom on and not put it in her behind. And he refused to follow that. And he did it anyway. So he's being sued for that now. And with that, this is what comes with it, man. Other people coming forward telling their stories. Oh, he did this to me. Oh, he did that. I want to give full disclosure. I want to believe that Shannon Sharpe is innocent. And I do believe that Shannon Sharpe is being extorted. But I'm going to let you guys vote on it in the chat if he's being extorted or not. And the reason that I believe that is because it was reported, and I've shown you guys this before, but it was reported that Shannon Sharpe had a $100 million deal on the table as a sports analyst. And because of the $100 million deal being on the table, I believe that, this wasn't settled, because what's hurting him as well, if you don't know, is he was almost going to settle this case, this $50 million case, for $10 million. And it would have never came out. It had never been public. So I guess this other accuser saying that that's kind of what they went through. And what's really happening, in my opinion, I'm going to show you guys all the evidence of this. What's really happening, in my opinion, is that person, whoever that is saying, what, 10 million? I settled for 100,000. And they want to come forward now and tell their story. I'm sorry if my voice don't sound the best to you guys. I was up late. We was at the office working last night. Working with some clients and different things like that. You guys know we do the entrepreneur coaching. We do business coaching in real life. So we were getting things prepared. So my voice is a little raspy. So I got my water right here. Be drinking that during this live stream. So I'm going to show you guys all the details of this stuff and show you what's been going on. I got some audio of Shannon, some new audio that's come out that I'm going to let you guys hear of Shannon talking to one of these accusers. And I think he just put himself in a bad situation. And we're not just going to talk about the entertainment portion of this. We're going to talk about how you can learn something from this. All my entrepreneurs, all my people in business, all my people that want success or are chasing success, that you think nothing like this could ever happen to you. We're going to talk about that in a second. But I just think this is a crazy situation. So before we get started, you guys know how I do. I ask that you guys just keep the likes at 50% of the people in the room. So we got 200 people. Let's try to get up to 100 likes. And let's keep it that way as we go through the live stream. 50% of the people watching, hit that like button for me. I know a lot of you guys watch on TV. I looked at the analytics. I know you guys, a lot of you guys are watching me on your TVs at home. More than it's like 57% of you guys. So I understand. But if you're watching on a mobile device, or if you can't press that like button, I ask that you guys do that. If you have a comment or question that you want put on the screen, send it to the super chat. I'll put it on the screen and we'll react to it live. Keep it respectful. It's subscriber only chat. If you're not a subscriber, you can't get in the chat. And other than that, man, the only other thing that we're going to do is start how we always start. We start with a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you humbly, God. I ask that you give me the energy and the strength to do this live stream, entertain your people, God, give information to your people, and serve your people to the best of my ability. God, I ask that you let anything that's incorrect that I say be clear that it came from me, and anything that's correct, let it be clear that it came from you. Bless everybody that's listening under the sound of my voice, God, their families, their loved ones, their children, and as they go to and from where they're going to and from today, I ask that you give them traveling mercy in Jesus' name. Amen. So here's what's going on. Here's the report. Shannon Sharpe settled a physical incident with the female PA. So this is a different incident than the $50 million one. It says this alleged incident, which had not been previously reported, took place while Shannon Sharpe was a co-host with Skip Bayless at the Fox Sports 1 show Undisputed. So this is before he even went to ESPN. I guess he's being accused of, like, there was another lawsuit that was settled, but because it went through Fox, Shannon Sharpe didn't have to really own up to it, or it didn't come out publicly because it went through the company. It was like a HR thing, a HR lawsuit, I guess. That's what it sounds like, at least. So let me read this to you guys. And then we're going to play this audio of Shannon Sharpe in a second. It says, ESPN contributor Shannon Sharpe announced Thursday that he was stepping away from the network, ESPN, as he faces this $50 million lawsuit on allegations that he are a PED, a woman whom he was in a relationship with. While he contends with that suit, additional incidents from his past have come to light. This is the problem, man. Like, God always sends God sends warning before destruction. And sometimes when the clouds come in the sky and the winds start to blow and it starts to get cold, we don't believe it's going to rain. For whatever reason, we all do it. God done sent you 10. Some of you guys, God done sent you 10 signs that you need to stop messing with the person you messing with in your relationship. And you keep going and keep going and keep going. God done sent you 100 red flags. And you feel the wind and you see the clouds in the sky, but for whatever reason, you don't believe it's going to rain. And this is just one of them situations. Even when I play this audio for you guys and let you guys hear it, this whole situation sounds like Shannon Sharpe is just one of them old dudes that think he finessing one of the young girls and the young girl really finessing him. When I play this audio, y'all going to hear it. And for my people, like, if you in that age bracket, that Shannon Sharpe is 56, he was 54 when this all happened. If you in the over 50, you think you running game, bro. You think that your tricking is working on these young girls. And it ain't. It ain't. They got a whole scheme plan and game plan for you. This is what they do for a living. So that's just a side note to all this. So here's what's going on, man. So as that, it says, while he contends with this current lawsuit, additional incidents from Shannon Sharpe's past have come to light. Before Shannon Sharpe's time at ESPN, when he was the co-host of Undisputed at FS1, he was also accused of choking a female production assistant in the workplace. Two sources came forward with knowledge to talk about this incident to the reporters. It says one source said Shannon Sharpe and Fox settled with the accuser for several $100,000 of dollars. There was no lawsuit filed against Sharpe directly for the incident. So basically, this was another settlement behind closed doors, similar to how Shannon Sharpe tried to settle this $50 million, which I think this is publicly, that's what's hurting him the most, is he tried to settle this current $50 million lawsuit for $10 million, meaning that you feel like, and I understand as a professional, he probably like, man, I don't want none of this to come out publicly. I'm just going to send it, to a settlement. But when it does come out publicly and then we find out that you tried to give this girl $10 million to stay quiet, that don't look good. Even though I do believe that I do believe it's a shakedown, as his words would be. I do believe that. I want to believe that he's not guilty of this. But these stories don't make you look good, bro. They don't. And I'm not, and when I do this live stream, I said this before, I want to say it again. Be clear. This is not an attack on Shannon Sharpe. This is a learning lesson for all of us that's watching. Because just because you think the power of your hands have given you the wealth and the success and the job opportunity, the scripture very clearly says, do not forget the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the power to generate wealth. So the strength of your hands may give you may do the work, but God give you the power. And if you ain't rocking with God and you ain't doing what you're supposed to do with things that he bless you with, this is the type of stuff. You might have success for a little bit of time, but eventually it's going to come crashing down. And I do think Shannon, I pray that Shannon is going to be okay after this. And I do think he will be okay. I think he has enough assets and he has enough, he was at the NFL draft last night doing his show with Ocho. I think he's going to be fine. But I'm praying that this is just, a stepping stone and not a roadblock for him. But it is a lesson in this. Right? So this article continues. says that they settled with this woman. Fox settled with the woman for several hundred thousands of dollars. And a rep for Shannon Sharpe replied to this. So Shannon Sharpe's team came out and spoke, and they said this. They said there was no incident of choking involving Shannon on the FS1 set. On one occasion, he and a few colleagues were involved in some light physical interaction in a playful context. Bro, I don't playfully choke any women at my job. Like, I don't have a job, obviously. You guys know I got a dozen employees. But I'm not going to choke. I'm not going to playfully choke any of my employees. I'm not going to allow anybody to play fight with no women in my office. None of my guys is going to be able to play. You can't play fight with the women, bro. Y'all want to do that with each other? Take that outside the building, because I got to pay I got to pay general liability insurance. So I don't want, for my office and all that. I don't want nobody roughhousing in the office for real. Plus, my office is like a lot of glass. I don't want nobody, you know. But take that outside the office, dog. But for sure, don't do it outside, inside, no, in no context. Don't be out here play fighting, choking women in the office. We don't play like that at work. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I don't get it though. So it says that Shannon Sharpe's rep said that the incident was actually on one occasion. He and a few colleagues were involved in some light physical interaction in a playful context. Fox Sports later chose to resolve the matter privately. So Fox Sports, they're going to do that because as a company, you're not about to sit there and play the game, bro, because this could come out. She's basically an employee that says, hey, one of the employees, it's an HR play. One of the other employees choked me. I didn't like it. I thought it was a little bit too far. And women will do that, and you know, they'll laugh it off just to get to a safe place where they can run to HR. So Shannon Sharpe you might think y'all playing, but she going to HR trying to get that check. Man, everybody don't make Shannon Sharpe money. Everybody don't make Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith money. So a lot of people in them jobs, a lot of people in these sports, companies and these media companies, they trying to get their 50,000, 60,000, 75, they trying to get their check. They might be making 60,000 a year and they see an opportunity to get 400,000 or 500,000. They going to take it. So this was the warning. In my opinion, this was the warning that Shannon Sharpe should have took seriously. Like, okay, I can't play like that, right? But when it's a personal relationship, you feel like, it's a personal relationship. This ain't the same thing. But I just believe warning comes before destruction. I was raised that way. That's just what I believe. So the article goes on to say that Shannon Sharpe's team said, if y'all want more details, contact Fox directly. So a Fox Sports spokesperson declined to comment prior to the statement from Shannon Sharpe's camp, and they couldn't be reached for follow-up. So they're not trying to hear this. And this happened sometime when Shannon Sharpe was on Undisputed again. So they didn't specify a timing of the incident, but that's when it happened. So now, obviously, Shannon Sharpe facing this new lawsuit. This is what's going on, man. So that's what he's up against. I think is look, man. Y'all know the old head. I used to work 9-to-5s too. This is a while ago, right? If you follow me, it was probably 7 years ago, 8 years ago. But y'all know the old head in the warehouse. All my fellas that work warehouse jobs that's watching this. Y'all know the old head in the warehouse that you always got to calm down because he starts seeing the women working around the warehouse. And you always got to chill, OG, chill. Like, you can't say that. You can't do that with her. And you always got to say, bro, I know she worked with us. And she might even give you a little attention, but I promise you're gonna get caught up. That's Shannon Sharpe. Yo, I was watching Cameron talk about Shannon Sharpe. Cam had me crying. I ain't gonna lie. Cameron say, you know how freaky he said Shannon Sharpe came out with a statement saying, hey, they're going to try to play 1 minute and 30 seconds to make me look bad. Tony, put the full clip out. It's about 10 minutes or so. Cam was like, you know how bad that minute and 30 got to look? how bad that minute and 30 seconds got to sound and look for you to say, look, they're going to try to make me look bad. It's going to play into every stereotype. Speaking of which, Shannon Sharpe put out some text messages. And in the text messages, I was like, this got to be racist. This ain't no way around this. This woman was saying, put a big black baby in me. Bro, what? Some of these dudes, man. Look, I never liked that. Like, I don't play like that. You know what I mean? We're not gonna have role play based on race, like you the slave and I'm the slave owner. No. But it looked like Shannon Sharpe was into that type of stuff. I'm about to play this audio, because this is kind of crazy. But some of the text that Shannon Sharpe put these texts out publicly. I'm gonna read some of this stuff to you guys, and I'm gonna try to read it in a way where y'all can't clip this and make me sound crazy. So I'm not gonna read all the explicit stuff, but I want to read some of the stuff that makes me feel like Shannon is being extorted. I want you guys to see what I see, so when you understand it the way I understand it, right? I guess the woman sent Shannon a text saying, I want to be abused. She sent them a text saying that. She also sent a text saying, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me while you're effing me. That's what she said. So when I play this audio, I want you guys to have the context of these text messages. A fourth text read, I guess you better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. That's what she said. The text, as leaked by Shannon Sharpe's legal team, has sparked wild fan reactions, obviously. This is some weird fetish crap. This is just some Sodom and Gomorrah crap. So Shannon Sharpe, he looked crazy. Let's listen to some of this audio. This is a newly surfaced audio between Shannon and this woman. I think she edited in the audio personally. I think, she's trying to make it look a certain way. And obviously she's trying to get $50 million. So she's going to do that. But let's listen for ourselves. I'm going to let you guys hear it. And let's listen to what she said. And, y'all take y'all own opinions from it. I'm going to get to super chats in a second. Y'all go ahead, drop y'all super chat comments. I'll put it on the screen and we'll reply.
Oh, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
I might choke you in public. Big black guy chose small white woman.
Bruh.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do with the shit you did to me.
Okay, well...
Look, fellas. Man, listen. The whole thing, she even talking in a tone that she probably annoys Shannon in order to get a reaction from him. Like, the whole thing sounds like a set. Like, you got to understand, if you don't play, bro, you supposed to be catching it, Shannon. Like, why is she talking to me in a way that sounds like she don't normally talk like this? What? You supposed to get off the phone right then. Oh, she recording me. If she texts you in a way that's weird, oh, she trying to get me to reply a certain way so she could screenshot and the text messages look a certain way. You supposed to catch the shakedown before the shakedown happened, bro. But they got this weird fetish relationship. Hey, you know what can eliminate all this? You know what Shannon Sharpe could have done to eliminate all this and not be in this trouble? You feel what I'm saying? Put a ring on your finger, bro. Go find the silver hair, bad personal trainer somewhere in a gym that you frequent, one of them luxury gyms in LA that's $1,500 a month. And she trained there. She got something to lose. You got something to lose. She got her PhD and she got a bunch of businesses or something. Or go to Atlanta and get one of them silver hair black women that got 30,000 businesses. Salute to my women in Atlanta. Or just, how about this? How about just get somebody your own age that ain't got the energy nor the time to do all this? That all they want to do is make homemade mashed potatoes, smothered pork chops, and gravy with gravy. Why don't you go get somebody your speed, bro? Get married, settle down. I don't know why our people have this like fantasy of never growing up and being kids in their mind forever. I'm gonna be young forever. No, you're not. The scripture says, as a child, I thought as a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Why don't we ever want to put away childish things? What are you doing at 55, 54 years old, sleeping with a 19-year-old white girl? It's not about her skin color, but I mean, come on. What is he doing, yo? Like, that's a, man, I'm not trying to put that on him, but that's a child, dog. That's a child, dog. You ain't got no friends. I'm 31. I'm about to be 31. I ain't even fully 31 yet. I'll be 31 in 2 months. I ain't got no 19-year-old friends. I don't even know where 19-year-olds hang out these days. I'm starting to feel older. I can't imagine at 54 years old how you feel. I just don't get it, dog. Am I losing it? Somebody said King Solomon 2.0. Facts. The downfall of so many great successful men is these women. And these ain't even real women. These are just whores. To be honest. And it's like, y'all, they thirsty for him. Like they need him. Look at his eyes. He need it. I done heard so many clips of Shannon Sharpe joking about sleeping with young women since this lawsuit has came out. Yeah, it ain't stopping them young ones from opening up. That ain't funny, fool. See, same thing to make you laugh, make you cry. That's what my grandma used to tell us. Same thing make you laugh, make you cry. You laughing right now, you're going to be crying later. And I'm not attacking Shannon Sharpe, but I want us to learn a lesson from this. All my men out there listening think you're going to be like Shannon Sharpe, being in a bachelor until the day you die, running around with 19-year-old OnlyFans models. You should be embarrassed, man. Look, hold yourself to the standard of where you actually are in life, people. All of us. Not just Shannon. That's a lesson that all of us should be learning. Man, who am I now? Why am I dealing with these type of people? And how can I make sure that I don't put myself in situations to get caught up behind somebody else that ain't got nothing to lose? This little girl ain't got nothing to lose. Shannon got the whole world to lose. Right or wrong? Am I lying, y'all? Shannon got everything to lose. What this little girl got to lose? She ain't got nothing to lose, everything to gain. And look, and she gains more by tearing you down than being with you. You think this 19-year-old girl think that she about to be with Shannon Sharpe for the rest of her life? She had to play from the beginning. And these days they being trained if they weren't always. These little women, they being trained. These little thotty women, they being trained to be like this from the time they little kids. 14, 15 years old. When you turn 17, you need to go find you an NBA player, an NFL player. I just don't see how we so silly as people and clueless still. And the funny thing is, Shannon think that he thought that he was the one running the show. That's what got him caught up. You thought you had more influence. Like you really think that this girl is doing what you say just because she doing. No, she see you as a meal ticket, fool. This is not just about Shannon Sharpe, you guys. This is about y'all too. Why? How? How, Will? How is this about me? Because all of us get to a place where we achieve something, or we're not the person that we used to be, or we've developed something in ourselves, that we've created a success for ourselves. And when I say success, don't attach it to money. Because a lot of people like to do that. Oh, the money is, when people think, if I even ask you, You know, what does a successful life look like to you? The first thing you're going to start thinking about is possessions. Think about it. If I say, hey, so what does success look like to you? You're going to start thinking, well, a nice house, a good car, being able to travel, being able to take care of my kid. No. That's not what success is. Success is operating for the primary purpose for which you were created. What were you created to do? And are you living your life out through that and helping other people through that? Shannon Sharpe is successful and rich. A lot of us are successful and rich. And there is a difference between the two. And when you get to a place of success, understand, oh, I'm successful now. I'm walking in a purpose. I'm doing what God intended me to do. And I got to start separating myself from who I used to be. You know what I love about scripture? Because it's so consistent. In the Bible, every time God took somebody to another level, something had to die. Every single time. Every time you transition and you got to a new level in life, something from the old thing had to die. No matter what. There was always a sacrifice. Sometimes look here, check this out, man. Everybody wants heaven. Nobody wants to die. Everybody wants the big job, the big fancy job. Nobody wants to suffer to get it. You don't want to let the old person, you still want to be cool with your coworkers that talk crazy about the boss, but you want to be the boss as well. How does that work? How does that work? Hey, some of you guys got businesses, my entrepreneurs that's listening. Some of you guys want to have these big, fancy, successful businesses, but you're a bad customer. You don't want to let your bad habits die, but you want somebody, come on, man. So this is not just Shannon Sharpe. This is all of us. We all make these mistakes where it's like, oh, I'm here, but I don't really see that I'm here. And I don't hold myself to a standard that I should. Shannon Sharpe, 54 years old, running around. He's still talking about Freaknik. Come on, dog. I'm not mad at him, but I'm disappointed that he allowed this situation to happen. Because the $100 million that he would have got, that he lost in that deal, see if I can pull that article up. And Stephen A. Smith confirmed that it was a $100 million deal. Here it is. That $100 million deal that he could have blessed a lot of people. Shannon Sharpe is a God-fearing dude. He know better than all this. You know, he know better than all this. So not only is Shannon now facing this $50 million lawsuit, he also loses that $100 million and his reputation. Because forever, for the rest of his life, if anything else happened or if anything else come out, or if this is how it happens, man, he started doing this happens, this one lawsuit happened, and then everybody want to start coming forward now. Now all these victims want to start coming forward. Oh, he did that to me back in 2000. Come on, man. How many examples do we have to see of other people going through the same thing before we start learning? And it ain't just about the woman or the oh, well, just stay away from it. No, the lesson in this is understand the value of the blessings God gave you, all of you. This ain't just about Shannon. This is about all of us. Man, God blessed me with this. I can't make these mistakes. This can't happen. Right? The people, I keep telling you guys, the people, the places, and the things, the people you talk to for no reason, the places you go for no reason, the things you do for no reason. The key word is no reason. That's the key part of that. Why? Because no reason is something that we don't question. When you do things for no reason, you don't even question it. It's no intention behind it. You just do it just because. So who are the people that you're interacting with for no reason? You know you're not who you used to be, but you're still talking to these people. Why? You want to get to a place of success. You want to get you might be one of these people that can get $100 million. You might be like me, get a few $1 million. You might be I can get a 6-figure job. Whatever it is, whatever the level that you're at, there's always another way to, mess it up. Just by not understanding the blessing. And sometimes we don't, not thinking that it can happen to you is exactly what allows it to happen to you. Let's see what you guys saying in the super chat. Said it appears that Mr. Sharpe has an issue with women. I believe someone was digging in his past to keep him from the 100 million. Every man's downfall has been not being able to conquer the flesh. Facts. That's so facts, man. That's deep. It's real. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your comment. And Guard Lady 2018, thank you for being here consistently. Thank you for being a member of the channel, and thank you for your donation too. This is such a true statement. Not being able to conquer your flesh. A lot of people think they're going to get away with it, man. My mama used to say you could fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And I don't think that Shannon Sharpe is out there intentionally trying to do bad. Excuse me. I think he's just trying to live in his flesh. Look, the Bible says you can't serve two masters. You're going to either love one and despise the other. You can't have it both ways. The James chapter 4, verse 4 says, a friend of the world is an enemy of God. If you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of God. That's what the scriptures say. And look, a lot of us, this is why, because you know what's crazy about Shannon's situation? A lot of this stems from social media. To be real, you swiping, you looking, you swiping, you scrolling down. Ooh, look at this one. Ooh, look at that one. And you got to understand, and some of you guys are of the generation or above Shannon Sharpe. And so you guys would know, I might be the last generation. My generation might be the last one that remembers the world before social media, really. But Shannon, that generation, that over 50 generation, this is all like mind blowing that women are just butt naked on the internet to them. You know what you have to what you used to have to do to see a woman naked in their generation? Like, so Shannon getting all this money and getting all this access, but you really getting access to things that you never had access before. No matter if you played in the NFL in the 90s or not. You couldn't just get online and see a woman butt naked. So now he like, what? They butt naked and they want to give it to me? At my age? He takes pride. Like he was taking pride. I heard clips where he takes pride in being able to sleep with women that are 20 years old. Like, that's when you start getting into this midlife crisis when you feel like, man, I'm not married. My kids are grown. They live in their own life. I come home to a dog when I get off of work. A goddamn dog. Excuse my language, you guys. But a dang dog. I got to come home and look at this, and it's look, I live in a mansion. When my family ain't home, man, them hallways quiet, yo. Your wife makes the house a home. Without my wife home, when my wife not home, it just feels like a big house, a big empty house. I don't care if all the kids is gone. If my wife is here, I feel like, okay, this is home. I'm coming home to something after. When I leave my office, I'm coming home to something. Speaking of which, I want to make sure that I give you guys the opportunity while we're here to join my inner circle. I got some new content coming to the inner circle actually today. And if you can't, or if you're not in my inner circle and you want to join our live event, we do a private live. It's not recorded. It's private. We do it every week, Wednesdays at 5:30, where it's called From Stuck to Seven Figures. And I teach you guys how to take 4 steps to turn your purpose into profit. And I teach you how to find your purpose first, whatever the perfect business idea for you is, and turn it into making money so you guys can achieve some success for yourself. So go to the website that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, ulegend.com, ulgnd.com, and go ahead and join us over there. Or if you're in my inner circle, if you're not in it, go to the website and join it. It's on the homepage. It's only $9 a month, but I got some new resources coming for you guys, and I got some new a new video that I'm teaching you guys about networking tonight. And I'm gonna play a little clip of it in a second. But man, we gotta start, respecting the blessings. I think all this stems from social media. Shannon Sharpe looking at these little girls and going, ooh, booty, breastises. And he don't know how to separate. Like, these women don't actually like you, dog. You might know that they don't like you, but you feel like they like you when they acting like they like you. And really, the whole thing is a setup. So I think that's what he kind of, that's the situation he kind of put himself in. And when here's a lesson for all of us in that, right? Here's a lesson for all of us in that when it comes to that social media stuff. I just had this revelation, actually. So this is something that I just realized, and I want to share it with you guys and open this in your mind too. Pay attention to the people that you're exposing yourself to, that you're following on social media. The people that you're following on social media, you're also allowing to lead you. You're not just following them, you're allowing them to lead you in some way. Even when you say the words, I follow this person, that's really what you're saying. This person entertains me. This person leads me for my entertainment. This person leads me for my education. So a lot of the times we get stuck at the level of exposure that you know, whatever your level of success is, especially for my entrepreneurs that's listening, is based on the awareness and the exposure that you've created or that you've allowed. So if you want to not be in these type of situations, especially if you want to have success, and like I said, success and rich are two different things. Rich, you can make some money. Success is operating for your purpose, the one that you were created to operate for. Right? And how do we know that those two things are different? Because if I turn the entryway of my mansion, the foyer of my mansion, into a football field and throw dirt and grass in there, it's still an expensive house, but it's a waste of a beautiful home. So the price don't make it successful. The money don't make it successful. The value of it don't make it successful. It has to be used for what it was created to do. We are the same way as people. So always keep that in mind, man. And watch who you follow. Watch who you watching on social media. Pay attention. Look, tune your algorithm. Get all the booties off your algorithm, fellas. You're distracted. And that is a spiritual thing. It's gonna be hard. Take some discipline. Discipline yourself. Get it off the screen. Because you end up in situations like this, idolizing women. That's what Shannon Sharpe doing to me. It's what it looked like. It looked like old head just idolizing the young women. And they making them feel the temporary satisfaction of maybe they love me. Maybe somebody loved me. Or maybe I'm not lonely tonight. You know, because I could tell you guys from experience, man. Before I met my wife, I was already rich when I met my wife. And before I met my wife, yes, it was exciting. Maybe the first year of having money. But I met my wife like my third or fourth year, being third year. I was still stuck in that six-figure stage. I hadn't became a millionaire yet. I was stuck at like $250,000 a year. And when I met my wife, it just unlocked something in me. Like, oh, I'm living for something now. It ain't just I'm making money and traveling and having fun. And, you know, with the girls and running around with these women. And when I met my wife, I got baptized. When I met my wife, I got saved for real. Like, I always knew God, but I didn't have a relationship as strong as I do now. I had a relationship, not as strong as I do now. I started this new business venture, which is I used to work directly helping companies with business coaching. Now I started working with entrepreneurs. I'm like, no, I don't need to do it. I want to teach the things that I learned all my life, the business principles from the Bible. All these things came after I married my wife. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not just crediting like my wife is this awesome person, even though she is. But I believe that I got in alignment with the primary purpose for which I was created. The Bible says that God said it's not good for man to be alone. Sometimes we think we speak things into existence. You cannot speak anything into existence. To speak into existence is the Hebrew word bara. And you can't do that. Only God can speak things from nothing to something. But what we think we're doing when we speak things into existence, what we're really doing is aligning ourselves with what God already said about us. And then it gives us the faith to work as if we are who God told us we are. So it's really just aligning your faith. And then everything good comes from that. I believe all good things, all success, right? I define success as operating for the purpose for which you were created. All success, that's what fulfills you, but that comes from aligning with what you're supposed to be doing, man. Get the booties off your Instagram, fellas. You're distracted. Ladies, get the muscly man in the gym that's distracting you from being a better wife to your husband or finding a husband that fits you and your purpose in life. Get him off your screen because he ain't doing nothing for you. The people that you follow are also the people you're allowing to lead you. And you can't, especially for my entrepreneurs that's listening, I know you guys come from the entrepreneur part, but you can't create success being distracted or exposing yourself to unsuccessful things. You can't have frivolous conversations. You gotta be very intentional about what you want, man. Because a lot of us don't understand what it takes. And that is part of it. I think Shannon is in this situation because he just, for no reason, the things that he does for no reason is scroll on Instagram looking at booty for no reason. All the access in the world. Somebody out there, and you know, if no woman wants Shannon Sharpe, there's something wrong with Shannon Sharpe, I believe. I've heard him say some crazy stuff like a woman can't fart around him. Bro, your wife should be able to, you know, if she farts, she fart. She human. He has said some controlling crazy stuff. I'm like, dog, what are you talking about? But that's him. But somebody should want to be around Shannon. I always think, y'all ladies, for the ladies listening, fellas, y'all can chime in on this too. Let me see in the chat. Do y'all believe that it's weird when a 54, like anybody older wants a teenager? Like if you 35, 40, I always feel like there's something in you that's still immature that you could even bring yourself down to that level. Like what's making you want a 19-year-old thought 304? Something in you that's a spiritual thing, dog. Something, it's like when a drug addict gets stuck at the age that they always, at the age that they did drugs at. Like mentally, they get stuck there. You know what I mean? Because this is not the OnlyFans model. This is not this is not the sole OnlyFans model that Shannon Sharpe was hitting, according to Shannon Sharpe. He searches them out, and he just paid a toll to cross the road. And you got caught up. And he was trying to have a relationship with this one. The article said, it said that he moved this one to Vegas and all that. I don't know, man. Let's take a quick little break. Let me show you guys. Here's the clip. If you in my inner circle, if you ain't in my inner circle, go to the website that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen right here. Join my inner circle. Here's a little clip of what you guys going to get in some exclusive content tonight. Check it out. Welcome to the U Legend office. You here with your boy Will Evans, man. We here and we getting our work in. I want to take you guys with me on this journey so you guys can see what's going on. This is where we work every week. We come in, put the work in. I'm gonna walk you guys through it, you know. And God is so good, man. Check it out. Got the guys, a couple guys in there working right now. See them in there. They in there working. They working with a client probably or something. Right now, I don't want to bother them, but I want to kind of bring you guys with me because you're in the inner circle, and maybe I could give you guys a little piece of advice. So let's put the camera down. Let's talk about it, man. So that's going to be a full video that you can get, that you're going to get access to tonight in the inner circle, in my inner circle. Go to the website if you guys ain't in it yet. For all the people that's listening that already are in it, you guys are going to get that. And in the inner circle, you get the live virtual events. Wednesdays at 6:45 p.m. we continue our From Stuck to Seven Figures, which is our free no-cost live event. We give you guys the extended version. And also you get the exclusive content, the CEO playbook, and some other different stuff. You get to see me in my element, like my office with my employees, different employees and stuff like that. And you also get direct access to me for your entrepreneur questions where you guys can, you know, reach out, send me a question, and I'll answer it. I'll do a video response and answer it on my other channel. And then you get the business Bible studies and some other stuff, you know. So go over there, check it out. Anyways, man, I think that Shannon Sharpe made a huge mistake. I think that this is just a learning lesson for him. I want to see how this plays out. And I see you guys saying it's weird to y'all too, right? I don't think that anybody in their 50s should be sleeping with a 19-year-old. I just don't think that's normal. I just can't. You know. Let's see what you guys saying in the chat. I'm reading the chat. Said I'm joining tonight. Thanks, Will. Hey, I can't wait to see you over there. Can't wait to see you guys over there. I'm always going to make sure that I over deliver in value. So anything you do with me, you're going to get the value. Trust me. We're going to make sure of it. There are godly people out there, but Shannon said he wants sinners, and all of that this is a comment I'm reading, could have been avoided if he walked in the straight and narrow road, if he stayed with that one woman, but God is, comment got cut off. Here it is. Where'd it go? But God is showing him now what can happen. The tongue is very powerful. Sometimes the scripture says that in the days of your success, you will say to yourself, my hands has created this success for me. But in those times, remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the power to generate wealth. That means even if I did the work, God is the one that gave me the mind to do the work. Even if I physically got out there and did it, God is the one that gave me the limbs to physically get out there and do it. And don't forget that part. In humility, remember that part. And that's a business. The Bible talk about business and success and finances more than they talk about almost anything else. 2,350 scriptures, 16 of the 38 parables Jesus Christ taught were about money. It talks about money a lot and success a lot. And I believe that there's a bunch of reasons why. But because y'all know the scripture that people misconstrue, which is money is the root of all evil. The scripture actually says the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Because in loving money, people start to do all kinds of evil things to get it. But it talks like when you get money, the access that you get, Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18 says it. Don't forget God. When you get away from the primary purpose for which you were created, you're not here to just sleep with OnlyFans models, Shannon. And we all got to remember these lessons, man, because these are the mistakes that we make. And we think that we're not making any mistakes. We think we're doing what you're supposed to do when you get some success. But it's just all this could have been avoided just by self-control. That's why it's one of the fruits of the spirit. Says Shannon is a pervert. I think he just one of them old nasty men. I'm gonna keep it real. When you come out, dog, and you say, hey, there's a 10-minute tape, put the whole 10, hey, Tony, put the whole 10-minute tape out. You're gonna try to use 1.5 minutes. Think about what he might be saying in that 1.5 minutes or doing in that. I don't want to see it, but imagine. This is what he might be doing or saying. It got to be a bunch of racist stereotypes. But I don't know why he would say that, because I think mentally that's going to really lose you your job. You already had this Michelle incident, and then you want to come with another tape, and you like, oh, put the whole thing out. No, please don't do that. And I hope that he wins his defamation. Shannon is suing for defamation. He is suing for defamation. But we'll see how that plays out. Let's see what else you guys saying in the chat. Say he didn't move her to Vegas. She followed him. Look, can't no woman follow me to my house unless I give her my address. What is you talking about? What is you talking about, family? He didn't move her to Vegas. She followed him. Bro, how did she get the address? We don't even think about what we be saying. We just be saying stuff. Can't no woman follow me unless I let her know where I'm going. What she do? Hop in her car and she hop behind the U-Haul truck and tracked him? What are you talking about? Stop. He thought, I'm going to keep it real, man. And I love Shannon. I want to see Shannon succeed. I want to see him get 100 billion. I don't care. Everything he get don't affect my millions. I want to see him win. But the reality is the reality, bro. You thought you had more control over this little girl than you did. You thought you was manipulating and I'm an older. This is why a lot of these older dudes be messing with these young girls. Because you think you got more control. Like, if I get her young, I can control her and mold her the way I want her. Man, knock it off, old head. Knock it off. You think you finessing, the native ones finessing. They got you right where they like you. It's definitely extortion. Somebody said, oh, he is definitely being extorted, but I don't feel sorry. She took a master class of gotcha. Facts. Gotcha. That's facts. I think it's extortion too, but I think he just got himself caught up. It is what it is. I don't like that these other stories are coming out though, because that makes it sound like, Shannon, you just be on some weird stuff with these women at work. Or just these women, period. Because, bro, why you got a lawsuit, another lawsuit for choking another woman? What's that? You know, but it's not just Shannon Sharpe that makes these, like, we all not this level of mistakes, but I think the mistake here is not what he's doing. I think the mistake is how he views himself. And we all make the mistake of viewing ourselves lower. If you hang around people that don't treat you like who you are, you're not going to realize who you are. And then when you make a mistake, everybody go, oh, you stupid. You should have did this. You should. And the mistake ain't the thing that you did. The mistake is putting yourself in that situation by not being aware of what you are. When I train my clients, when I coach clients in business, I don't care if it's the business or when I was working direct with businesses and I have to train a sales team, or when I work with clients one-on-one, the first thing I got to do is retrain the mind. The scripture says, do not conform to the patterns of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That means in order for somebody to have transformation, their mind has to renew. And when I train clients, I see the same thing. That's why I'm saying it's not just Shannon Sharpe that's making this mistake. We all make this mistake. Some of us still believe in the lies that we were told as children. Some teacher told you when you were 10 years old that you were stupid and you can never make $1 million. So you don't believe you can make $1 million. And because you don't believe it, you never attempt to do it. When it's not as hard as it sounds. It's not even as crazy as it sounds crazy when you can't do it or when you don't do it. Look, some of us are operating. I believe this. I believe everybody is operating at the full ability, but not their full capacity. You're doing everything you can with what you have, but you're not doing everything you could. If that makes sense. So let me explain that. And this is something I've been teaching clients all week. So I want to kind of help you guys with this and give you guys this for free. You're operating, you only able to expand as big as your fishbowl. A goldfish only grows big as its fishbowl. So the reason that a lot of us think that this Shannon Sharpe situation is like can't happen to us, or like the reason that a lot of us lose some of our blessings or don't never get to those blessings because you're operating based on the ability. Like, I'm doing everything I can. I'm working as hard as I can, and I believe you. But sometimes we have to expand our fishbowl and go, oh, there is another level of something that I could do. And when you do that, it requires you cutting off some of the things that you used to be. Like I said earlier, in order for something to be born, something has to die. A lot of us don't want to let nothing die. And what is that? What is the thing that we don't want to let die? The relationships that we had. How we used to feel when we was young, Shannon Sharpe. How I used to feel when I was an NFL player. The way women flocked to me when I was younger. When I was in college. Shannon Sharpe, like I said, still talking about Freaknik. Why? 54 years old. That stuff you're supposed to be ashamed of. You know, the older I get, the more I get ashamed of what I used to do in the streets and all that. I'm doing everything I can to change it. That part of me died. I don't even do that. I ain't even who I am no more. Right? Sometimes our fishbowl is just, we don't want to let people go. We don't want to let things go. We don't want to let the places that we used to shop at, the places we used to hang out at. So when I'm training clients, I always start with their mind because the scripture says to start with the mind. It says, do not be conformed by the patterns of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. If I'm going to give you transformation in your life, then I have to renew your mind. That's my job as a coach. First, I'm going to help you develop the mindset, because if you have the skill set and the tool set and you're able to do the thing first, then you're going to lose the thing. Shannon Sharpe, all of us, we all have been in a place. Some of you guys are at this place now where you know how to work hard, but you're still not achieving. You know how to do the thing that you know that you're good at, but you're still not getting where you want to go. Maybe working hard and doing the thing ain't the problem. Maybe it's something that needs to be unlocked in your brain that allows you to go to the next level. And this is why coaching is so beneficial for so many people, I have mentors and coaches. I have 3. Because a coach is going to see your blind spots and go, oh, I see the mistake you're making. You need to start doing this, start hanging around this type of people and go here and start doing this. Why are you doing that? For example, I had a coach, one of my coaches tell me, why are you still flying commercial? Man, because of the price and the blah, blah, blah. And he said, yeah, but what you charge for coaching, which are with my one-on-one clients, he like, you charging this per hour, but you spending 3-4 hours in the airport. So really, this airline is taking this much money from you. Get the private jet, man. That's what he told me. Like, unlock something, and he showed me a way I could do it. For that makes sense for me, right? But he like, it's just unlocking the next level of how we think. Because when you start thinking different, you start doing different. Then you start asking yourself different questions. What can I do to get it? Instead of, I can never afford that. And sometimes we just got to be unlocked there. I think Shannon Sharpe, all of us, we all do it at whatever level you at. Where you are is a result of the place that you're, the level of awareness that you're locked in at. You're only aware of what you're aware of. So it's not that you don't have the ability or that you're not maximizing your ability. It's that you're not maximizing your capacity. You have a capacity for more, but you can't expand past because a lot of us, we allow our effort to overshadow. We put more effort into what we're doing than expectation. And that's just the problem. That's just the problem. So I was just thinking about that as a client, as a coach that coaches clients, and as a client to other people that I get coaching. These are some of the things that I see. And like I said, it's all the for no reason things. It's the thing. What are you getting online every day? What are you doing today? By the grace of God, you here and I'm teaching you something. But did you click this video because you thought you were going to learn something, or did you click it because you're being entertained? Are you going to subscribe and come back every day to learn more? Or are you just going to follow the people that entertain you and don't have your best interest? I love you guys, and this is my purpose in life. You know, because I've already made the money and I've already traveled the world. If you follow me on social media, you follow me on Instagram, you already know I've been around the world 4 times. My wife is a model. I've done all of it. All the things that a lot of people would consider success. And I'm telling you, from the mountaintop, when you get up here, if you don't have God, if you don't know what the purpose of it all is, you're going to be searching for it when you get here. And even if I teach you, this is the step-by-step how you build a business from the ground up. And I tell my clients this, and I'm going to tell you guys this like family and like somebody that love you. I might be the most successful person that ever talks to you directly and cares enough about you to tell you this. In my inner circle, they know. I tell them straight up, I might be the richest person to ever talk to you. So pay attention to what I'm saying, because there ain't nobody else going to buy you lunch. I'll buy you lunch. And I'm telling you, pay attention, man. Pay attention, because this stuff is valuable information. So we just got to start thinking. We got to start thinking, you know. Lack of sexual, this is a comment, lack of sexual discipline would literally destroy your life. A few moments of fleeting pleasure in exchange for your legacy. Facts. Facts, man. It's sad. I'm running out of time, you guys. I only got about a minute left and I got to get out of here. It says a very nice office. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. God has been good, man. We've been working. I like my office too. It's one of my favorite places to go. So how do I learn more about the inner circle? Just go to the website. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, ulgnd.com. You go over there and hit the button and join. So Wednesday, man, you guys know Wednesdays we got our no cost live event from Stuck to 7 Figures. You can go over there, join this where I'm going to give you the 4 steps to find your purpose and turn it into profit. And hopefully I get to increase you guys' awareness of who you are, what you are, and the things that you could achieve. And we're going to transform you by the renewing of your mind. That way you know what you're able to do. You know, somebody said Shannon is trying so hard to prove he's not a rainbow. Yeah, that's facts. I didn't think of that, but that's probably true. That's probably true. But man, listen. Like, dog, look, man, I be saying this when I argue with my wife, man. The truth don't need no proof. The truth don't need no justifying. If it's the truth, it's the truth. I don't gotta justify. I'm not about to do all that. You know, lies need complication and all that. The truth is just the truth. You know, and I think if that's the case, if Shannon doing all that just to prove that he not what people accuse him of, I did see a clip. We're gonna play this. I'm about to put this on the live stream. I did see a clip where Shannon misspoke. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And he said something about like when I was out there trying to get young men, y'all was talking crazy about me. And they did like, oh, Shannon. And somebody had to tell him, like, bro, you missed yourself. Let me see if I can find that clip. That I was crying. I was like, this is when it's on your mind. You know, I ain't never had a Freudian slip like that, by the way, though. Let me see if I can find this clip somewhere, man. This was super funny. I'm gonna search it up right now. But you sent somebody said I seen that clip. That man, I was crying laughing. I'm like, I'm gonna find it. I found it. I got it, you guys. They crazy, yo. Check it out. Check it out. Here, I'm gonna put it on screen. Check this out.
To date younger women, what they say, Ocho?
Right.
Oh, I'm a.
This is one of them clips that make them look bad, by the way. Fair use.
When Unc say he want to date younger men, they kill
Right.
me. What they say? What the women? What? Yeah, what I'm saying, I want to date younger women. What I say?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Said me.
when I want to date,
We
when I
knew
want to date,
we knew what
when
you
I
meant.
want to date younger women, what they
Yeah.
say, Ocho?
Right.
Oh, I'm a creep. Oh, I'm what they call that? What they call that when a man like I'm grooming. I'm grooming. That's
Right.
the term they use with me.
Yeah.
Grooming.
We got him. One more time. Let's run it back.
But what? Hold on. But what they say about when Unc say he want to date younger men, they kill
Right.
me. What they say? What the women's? What? Yeah, what I'm saying, I want to date younger women. What I said? Oh,
Said me.
when I
Yo, I'm sorry, y'all. This is comedy. I don't think Shannon Sharpe gay, man. I just think he it does bother him when people say that. You know what I mean? Somebody said it's a Freudian slip. I'm like, man, I ain't never had no Freudian slip like that. There's another video. Look at this one, you guys. Look at this one right here. Oh, this is too funny.
what they say? What the women's? What? Yeah, what I'm saying, I want to date younger women. What I said?
Look at his eyebrows. Look at the eyebrows.
When Unc say he want to date younger men, they kill
Right.
me. What they say? What the women's? What? Yeah, what I'm saying, I want to date younger women. What I said? Oh,
Said me.
when I want to date,
We
when I
knew
want to date.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Twitter's still funny, man. Look at them. They stupid, yo. Oh man. I'm sorry. We got to get a laugh out. That was funny, yo. Wasn't it? That was funny. Said when Unc say you want to date younger men, they killed me. Man, look, I caught Shannon one time. Let me see if I can find that one. I was like, yo, did Shannon just say that? I thought he was, I had to hear it wrong. Y'all tell me if I heard it wrong. But look at this one. I'm about to show y'all another one on that. Maybe so when I read that comment, maybe that is the case. Maybe he do feel like, you know what I'm saying? I got to prove that I'm not this. Y'all remember this one? Look, let me show you. This is on my channel.
I think Derek Henry needs.
I'm just trying to get it done.
Listen. Them folks up front,
Hold on.
they don't see nothing but black.
That's not it. Look at this one.
Because I don't want Lamar to run. Because now when you play action that thing with Big D Henry.
Hold on. We're gonna reload it. YouTube tripping. Like big what, Henry? My bad. Hold on. I'm just trying to get it done.
I think Derek Henry needs to have about 1,100 because I don't want Lamar to run. Because now when you play action that thing with Big D Henry coming down the hill,
Yeah.
and he roll over and Lamar pulls that ball up out of there,
Yeah.
Come on, y'all.
Zay Flowers and those guys gonna be running. I think Derek Henry needs to have about 1,100 because I don't want.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. When he roll over and you pull that thing out of there. Oh, I'm just messing with her. I'll with dog. You know, the old head just be misspeaking sometimes. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. You feel me? I don't know, yo. We're gonna end it with that, man. I hope to see you guys this Wednesday in the From Stuck to Seven Figures private live stream. Make sure you go to the website, put your email address in and your name so you can get us to send you the link. And join my inner circle for the exclusive content. Dropping some new content over there tonight from me in my office. You know, we played the clip. I'll play it one more time before we leave. And if you're looking for coaching, if you're looking for entrepreneur coaching, get you to the next level. If you're trying to unlock what you're trying to do, we got a ULegend University program. And matter of fact, I'm going to give you guys, I dropped it yesterday in the live stream. I'm going to give you guys the discount code, 20% off to everybody watching right now for ULegend University. I just put the discount code in the chat. Circle 20, give you 20% off. You get to spend 3 days with me and you get 5 powerful lessons, hour of business coaching each, which I charge a lot for personal coaching. So I gave you guys a lot of valuable information to build a business from step by step. If you don't even have a social media following, if you don't use social media, I still taught you guys how to, make money on the internet. You can make money working part-time hours. Also, other business lessons like how to get your first 100 customers and different things like that. And it's lifetime access. So I always update it. I'll throw bonus lessons in every time I learn something new, or every time, I think of something that I want to teach you guys, I'll throw a bonus lesson in, and you got lifetime access. You can always go back. So I'll tell you guys like, hey, go to the university, go to your portal and check out the new lesson. I got something new for you guys. And these are for my higher earning entrepreneurs, my serious entrepreneurs that, they want to do what they got to do. But join the inner circle and send me your questions over there. I love you guys, man. I'm going to close out. I got other things to do today, and we went a little over our time, but y'all stay blessed by the best, man. I'll see you guys next time. Welcome to the ULegend office. You're here with your boy, Will Evans, man. We here and we getting our work in. I want to take you guys with me on this journey so you guys can see what's going on. This is where we work every week. We come in, put the work in. I'm going to walk. Welcome to the ULegend office. You're here with your boy, Will Evans, man. We here and we getting our work in. I want to take you guys with me on this journey so you guys can see what's going on. This is where we work every week. We come in, put the work in. I'm going to walk you guys through it, And God is so good, man. Check it out. Got the guys, a couple guys in there working right now. See them in there. They in there working. They working with a client probably or something.